Fast, focused, and fearless. Here's everything you need to know from around the world this Wednesday, January 11. Brazil's far-right President Jair Bolsonaro has been admitted to a hospital in Florida due to abdominal pain. On Instagram, Bolsonaro shared a photo of him in a hospital bed, saying that he was admitted for abdominal pain from a stabbing incident during his 2018 election campaign. According to his doctor, Bolsonaro suffered an intestinal blockage that was not serious and would likely not need surgery. Bolsonaro's hospital admission comes after his supporters ransacked several government buildings, including the Presidential Palace, Supreme Court, and Congress. Authorities detained rioters by the busload, rounding up around 1,500 of people who took part in the attack. Bolsonaro earlier denied any hand in the invasion of Brasilia, while President Luiz Inácio Lula vowed to punish those involved in the attack. China suspends issuing short-term visas for South Korea and Japan. Beijing's decision comes as China announced it would retaliate against countries that required negative COVID-19 tests from Chinese travelers. Countries like Japan, South Korea, and the United States earlier announced stricter travel requirements for passengers from China. This as the COVID-19 virus spreads unchecked in China after the country ditched its health protocols. Beijing did not say when it would resume issuing short-term visas. At least 12 have been reported dead, while some 25,000 residents were evacuated amid heavy flooding in California. Video shared online showed torrents of flood water flowing through residential properties in Santa Barbara, brought about by a recent series of deadly storms. TV host Ellen DeGeneres also shared a video of rushing flood waters near her property in Montecito. Mandatory evacuations have been ordered in 17 California regions. Aside from continuous flooding, authorities also worry over the threat of lethal cascades of mud and other debris in a hillside stripped bare by past wildfires. U.S. President Joe Biden has authorized the Federal Emergency Management Agency to coordinate disaster relief efforts and mobilize emergency resources in California. We will be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I am Diego Castro. Thousands of nurses in New York City went on strike, affecting operations in at least 2 hospitals. More details in this report by the Associated Press.
Okay, we're working hard. We worked through the pandemic and we have short staffing. They brought in traveler nurses. It doesn't fill the gap. We still have a bunch of vacancies and we're overworked. So we really need, and it's hard on the patients because we need safe staffing for them.
We came into nursing to take care of people because we care about them. We come from compassion. And it's very difficult to come into the hospital every single day and know that we're not able to give them the care that they truly deserve.
Let's be clear, it's not about money. That's right. The one issue that they care about the most, my friends, is the enforcement of the law.
Yes.
And I want everyone to know that last year a law was passed in New York State.
Yes, it was. Yes,
which
it was.
required safe staffing. What does that mean? It means the imposition of ratios from patients to nurses. And was it enforced?
No! Management should be ashamed of themselves. They put these nurses in this situation. I do not know how they sleep at night.
And we are not going to stand by when this hospital puts profits over patient care. We are not going to stand by when they have ran this operation into the ground and now have 500 plus vacancies. It's utterly ridiculous.
Here are other headlines we are keeping our eyes on. Pfizer denies being in talks with Chinese authorities to license a generic version of its COVID-19 treatment, Paxlovid, for use in the county. But the drug company confirmed that it is in discussions about a price for the branded product. Indonesia was struck by a 7.6 magnitude earthquake off the Tanimbar Islands, damaging buildings and prompting panicked residents in the area to flee their homes. At least 4 aftershocks were reported after the powerful quake that was also felt in some parts of northern Australia. And the Golden Globes returned to the air on Tuesday after going dark for a year over an ethics and diversity scandal. Due to multiple controversies, stars and studios boycotted last year's ceremony, which NBC opted not to televise. And those are the top stories of the hour. Join us again at 7:30 a.m. as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. You can also catch One News on Signal Play. Register an account now at signalplay.com.ph so you can stream One News live anytime, anywhere. I am Diego Castro. We are One News, all sides, all the time.